Secretary, thank you for joining us to have this discussion. I think you can start by introducing yourself and the role that you serve in government.
Thank you very much. My name is Wekesa Bongo. I'm the Secretary Management Consultancy and Delivery Services at the Ministry of Public Service, Human Capital Development and Special Programs, specifically at the State Department of Public Service and Human Capital Development. I oversee 3 directorates. One is the Public Service Reforms Directorate, and then Management Consultancy Directorate, and also Human Resource Information Services Directorate.
Bwana Wekesa, give us a brief background on what you want, what we have been doing for the past 3 days through this workshop.
What we have been doing here is that we are coming up with a public service transformation strategy. This strategy, as you know, is the one that will now help us implement the policy. The public service transformation policy is before cabinet. Our CS, Honorable Geoffrey Ruku, will present this to the cabinet, and once the cabinet approves this policy, it's now upon us as the State Department to implement the policy. And therefore, for us here, it's a key reforms that we are doing here. We are coming up with a strategy that then will help us implement the policy that will be approved by cabinet.
And Bwana Wekesa, what are some of the key things in this strategy or this policy maybe that you can tell us?
One is fit for purpose institutions. You know, we have institutions, very many institutions that we have in our country, and therefore having lean institution that is fit for purpose, we want to ensure that the institutions that are formed by government live to their expectations to deliver services to wananchi. That's one of it. Two is that we need to have human capital development, in which case we will have to have the training that is tailored towards delivery of public services. Yes.
And as far as the strategy is concerned, do we have any timeline for it to be implemented? Do you have any timeline for it to start? What would you give us?
Yes, normally the strategy is normally tied to the policy,
okay,
and the policy period is normally 5 years at maximum, and therefore what we have is that it's a good point, because we are starting with in 2026. We anticipate this to end in the year 2030. It will be aligned actually to the Vision 2030. I mean, as we move on from Vision 2030, then we have what can we achieve towards the finalization of the Vision 2030 strategic the plan for the country. Remember again, once the Vision 2030 ends, we will move to Kenya at 100. Okay. That's actually what is in the offing right now. And therefore, before we move to Kenya at 100, then we must ensure that the Vision 2030 is aligned with these reforms, and therefore we must come up with a strategy on how this public service transformation policy will be implemented and the outcome as it aligns with the Vision 2030.
And Bwana Wekesa, the last question, what would be your ideal outcome? What do you want to see once the policy is actually implemented, it's up and running?
Thank you very much. As it talks about transformation, public service transformation, which is citizen-centered or citizen-centric, because remember, we have so many things in public service that need corrective measures, and therefore what we need is that as our country, led by our head of state, he has been talking about transformation, our CS talking about transformation of public service, and also our PS, Dr. Jan Kere Imbunya, talking about transformation. How then do we transform our public service to be citizen-centered, to deliver services then to public services that are up to date, services that wananchi will be happy that this government is working. So that's what we are trying to make at this place.
Okay. And as we end, what would be your final message to everyone? Even as just regarding the policy and the strategy, what would be your final message to it?
I would encourage all public servants that this is our country and we need to serve the citizens. The services must be on time. The services must be transformative. The services must be rendered with ultimate efficiency and effectiveness for government. Okay.
Yes.
This is what I need, and it's a collective action. It's actually whole of government approach to service delivery to the citizens. It's not about public service, state department or Ministry of Interior. It's a whole of government approach. So this transformation will occur in all sectors, and therefore it's upon all of us, every civil servant, every public officer, then to help or assist us implement the policy, the transformation policy.
Thank you.